Hey, how's it going, fam? Welcome to today's segment of Tuesday Seeds. Today, you're right, Israel will continue his conversation about a very special man and his impact in American history. That's George Washington Carver. Please stay tuned.
Okay, fam. So we're continuing our talk about George Washington Carver. And one thing I did want to say is that George Washington Carver was a person who practiced recycling and conservation of natural resources. This is something you don't hear much about. He was definitely into conservation and recycling. These terms seem new today, but this is something that he lived by. They would actually visit dumps and recycle used equipment, and he searched trash heaps for these things for his classroom. He used these things in his lab. He used all organic materials. He found ways to recycle and also composting. He was big into composting. He promoted this to add nutrients and organic matter to your soil. This is stuff that people think is new and hip. No, these are things that have been going on, and they kind of get suppressed because there's more money in selling people fertilizers when everything that you need is actually right where you are. One other thing that he talked a lot about was the crop rotation methods, where you just wouldn't grow the same crop in one area. You will rotate. Let's say if you have 4 different plots, you will rotate these crops so they wouldn't always have just the same crop in one area. He was definitely a soil sustainer in the soil sustainability and also conservation. These are things that we need to understand, and our children need to understand that we have a duty to be stewards of the planet Earth. Wherever we live, wherever we are to take ownership of it and to treat it like it's our own. Leave it better than you found it if you can. I just want to say he also helped the southern farmers produce better crops and diversify their food supply. He also developed hundreds of uses, of course, for soybeans and sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes and soybeans, they are I know sweet potatoes are a super crop. And his sustainable farming techniques and environmental ethics are to be lauded even today. We need to make sure that people know who he is, our children especially. There's many books about him. One book in particular that I really like is the Legacy of George Washington Carver by Tanya Bolden. It's a autobiography of his life. It shows pictures. It shows his whole life in pictures kind of thing. Absolutely amazing work. I'm very proud of him. Anybody can see that. And I'm proud of all excellence. And he strove to be the exception, as we all should do, right? And I'm going to say that, and thank you very much.